Hey y'all, what's going on? Everybody, come on in, tap the screen, share the live. Tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. Tap the screen and share the live. Tap the screen and share the live. How y'all doing? Y'all may not like today, but today is necessary. Come on in. Come on in. Hey Kelly. Hey Art Diggs. What's going on? Excuse me. Hey L. What's happening? Y'all know if you're watching me in Instagram, I cannot see your comments right now. Not ignoring you. Just whenever I use StreamYard, I can see the comments from Facebook and YouTube, just not the gram. So if you have commentary, if you have questions, pop over to YouTube or you can come to TikTok, and then I'll be able to see it. Okay. How am I? I'm getting better. How are y'all doing? Everybody give me housekeeping, 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 housekeeping. I need to test my delay. I'm gonna test my delay. Test, 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 test. We getting close to the end of the year. In time for a new year. So everybody starts, getting nostalgia. Everybody starts looking at, like what their goals are for the next upcoming year. And y'all know I did workshops all weekend. Friday we did Blueprint to Social Media Sales workshop. And Saturday we did I did the 7-day strategy where I showed you how you actually can get out here and make money in these social media streets. So I got all of those done, and we always have Q&A at the end. And so anyway, based on like the Q&A, some of the feedback, just some of the things I've been noticing while I've been going through and doing random audits on everyone's pages and stuff too, I decided that going into the end of the year, top of the year, we should start a series on success. And so we're really going to focus on the truth, okay? Because I don't like wasting time. Y'all shouldn't like wasting time. We never know how much time we have on the planet Earth, and I've been made even more aware of that. Like my best friend, lost her mother not quite a year ago. And then y'all know my Aunt Jan passed away around this time last year. And then I just lost my mom not even a full 2 weeks ago. So it is very prevalent, in my mind, about wasting time because you don't really know when your time is coming. And I specifically want to talk to like small business owners and entrepreneurs because a lot of y'all are claiming to be small business owners and entrepreneurs, but the truth is you just playing in, I want to say you playing in somebody's face, but you're really playing in your own face. Okay. So everything that I go through pretty much from the end of the month moving on. And I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through this series, maybe a couple of weeks, but it literally is all about being, being focused and being intentional. Now, other thing that's next, y'all give me housekeeping, 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 because I need to test my delay. And also, if you can hear me, give me a number one in the chat. Give me the number one in the chat. I'm trying to see how long it takes. Hey, Vin, thank you so much. Hey, Charla. Give me the number three, y'all. I'm trying to test my delay. Okay, looks like I got like a 6-second delay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's see if I can add a banner. I forgot to pop up my little banner for today with the little title. I guess it'll be okay without the title. It's cool. We can be clean over here on the tube today. Being hopeful and intentional, and I feel like intention is more important than being hopeful, if I'm being honest. Y'all give me 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, thank y'all for the housekeeping. Thank y'all for the number ones. So, do me a favor. Number one, if you're not a hater and you're a person who thrives in prosperity, you know that there's more than enough room for everyone. Make sure you share this with at least one other biz owner, entrepreneur, or side hustler. That's the first thing. Number two, for those of you that miss this weekend's workshops, okay, if you're really serious about wanting to be able to make money online, I will be doing a special social media monetization Q&A tonight. It is free to come to this Q&A, but you do need to register. So when you go check my bio, you'll see a purple button in there at the top. Click it. You can register. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. If you know somebody that needs the help, you know somebody that needs the information, please go ahead and share and invite with them as well so that they can be a part of the training this evening, okay? And it'll be short. It'll take us like 35 to 40 minutes. It's literally just going to be an overview, like a breakdown of how you actually make money with your social media accounts. And then we'll go into the Q&A, okay? And with that being said, I need a hey, God, hey, because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. I've been able to use them to make a crap load of money for myself. But more importantly, I've been able to help over 900 people create six-figure incomes. I have 191 clients now who have done seven figures. That's $1 million. Okay. They've done $1 million in less than 12 months. I have 13 clients that have had $1 million months. I think it's about to become 14. I'll know because I'll be able to see some reports in a few days. And I love helping people make money in their businesses. I love helping people get paid to do things that they love to do. And so I've worked with thousands. Hey, Eric. How you doing? I've worked with thousands of small business owners, entrepreneurs, side hustlers, startups, and so there's just kind of like common patterns that you start to recognize and common things that you start to see in people, and you realize like this is the difference in why some people like make it in business and they do very very well in their life, and then you start to recognize the patterns of like what exactly is holding people back or what's hindering them. Okay. So let me give you guys a little, I guess like a little warning, okay? First of all, my intention and my purpose with this particular training that we're starting is not to hurt anyone. It is to help people, okay? It is to help you. Number two, though, I'm going to be direct and I'm going to tell you the truth. And some of the things that I tell you may not feel good. They're probably going to go against what other people are saying online. Number three, understand I'm telling you the truth because I want you to succeed. I want you to do well. A lot of people are lying to you because they know people love to be lied to and they know they like to tell you what you want to hear because then you're going to give them your money and then you're going to end up giving them their money and you're still not going to have any results. Okay. So please, don't be offended. You know what I mean? I've thought about this and I was like, I just want to be straight. I want to be real. I want to be direct. Okay. Not brutality. Okay. Because you can be real and honest without being brutal. Okay. There's not going to be any brutality here. But sometimes when you hear the truth, it makes you upset. Sometimes when you hear the truth, it makes you mad. Okay. Does that make sense? Everybody give me the ready, 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 ready. Let me see it roll through my comments. If any of you guys are just getting here, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a business builder. I'm actually top social media strategist in the country. I have helped thousands of small business owners, regular everyday people make money with their social media accounts. I've helped people with ideas and concepts build multi-million dollar companies, like literally taking it from idea to multi-millions of dollars. I've helped people who are already in business and, turn it around because the business was failing. I've helped people who have been stuck be able to get like double and triple their sales. Yeah, yes, ma'am, Miss Paulina. I've held my title for quite a while, and it's really exciting. Even the GPTs, if you ask them, they know it's me. I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a minute. I'm the woman behind the curtain. A lot of your favorite companies, a lot of your favorite creators, a lot of people that have their systems in order. You ask about me, you normally find me somewhere in there. So I'm very, very proud of my work. I also am a TEDx speaker. I'm a double Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. You can go find articles about me on Forbes, on Google, on Yahoo, Yahoo Finance, CNN Money, all that good stuff. And I'm very proud of the fact that I haven't had to pay for a placement, right? Hey, Yaya. So I've been out here helping people develop their businesses and make money for a long time. And I try and get on at least 3 times a week and teach for free because there's lots of people who have really good ideas. There are lots of people who are very talented. They just need direction. Okay. Do I help nonprofit organizations? Yeah, I help nonprofit organizations. We have quite a few clients that have nonprofit organizations, and we help them with like their fundraising money, all that good stuff. Normally that's what nonprofits, they have problems with messaging, they have problems with their systems. And once we get those in place, then they're able to use social media to bring in money for the work that they're doing inside of the community. So yeah, so that is what I do. Okay. So okay, first thing first. Okay. uh I know people talk about mindset all the time, but I don't think people really understand how your mind is your biggest hurdle. And this is why I said I'm about to say something. I'm not saying it to be offensive. I'm saying it because it's true. Most of y'all, your mentality is what's causing you to fail. The way that you prioritize things, the way that you think about things, the way that you go in panic or chaos mode constantly and frequently, the way that if you don't like the tone or the delivery that somebody is giving you something in, then you automatically want to block them. You automatically don't want to deal with them. Like literally, these are things that are keeping you from making money. These are things that are keeping you from being happy. These are things that are keeping you from getting the friendships, the romantic partnerships, the co-working relationships, the opportunities that you want, because you're so hypersensitive and you're so fixated on your feelings and what makes you uncomfortable or what makes you feel a little funny in the moment that you can't get past it, and it's hindering you. So all of these 10 things that we go through over the next few weeks, right? We're going to kind of do a general overview, and then I'm going to go in detail. Like I'm going to do a live stream every day and I'm going to go in detail about them. These are the things that are stopping you from being successful. And realistically, you need to take a look around. Take a look around with your friends. Take a look around with your family. Take a look around with your mutuals. Are any of them even living the type of life that you want to live? Is anybody living a life that you aspire to have? Are any of them doing well in the areas that you want to succeed in? And this is a hard reality, but people talk about mindset and they don't tell you how to change your mindset. I'm telling you right now how to change your mindset. Before we even get into the 10, I am telling you how to change your mindset. If the people that you are around, the people that you're seeing, the people you're engaging with, the people that you're talking to, the people that you're dealing with, the people that you're listening to, the people that you're following on your timelines, on social media, if none of them are in a space where you want to be, they're not where you aspire to be, baby, you got to change it up. And whether you know it or not, that energetic frequency, y'all are exchanging it all the time and you're not leveling up. Either you're staying stagnant or you're leveling down. And this is a harsh reality that people don't want to face. Okay? You want to start changing your mindset, you better start changing your environment. And you don't have to like get up and move to a new city or move to a new town, because you are going to be with you wherever you go. And if you're toxic or if you're lower vibrating or you're vibrating at a specific frequency, you ain't going to do nothing but go to the new place and keep doing the same thing. So the first step in this is you have to get comfortable with telling yourself the truth. Okay, so now we're going to turn this into the business owners, those of you that are aspiring side hustlers, content creators. 99% of y'all are flopping and failing because you don't want to be responsible and you don't want to follow in the frequency of success. I'm just keeping it a buck. Again, I want you to win. If you want, hey Ty, what's going on? Ty and Q, hey y'all, hey. Now look, if you are saying I want my 2026 to be better, if you were like, oh, 2025, I'm gonna do XYZ element of P, and you realize you have taken a poop and you have fallen back in it and you haven't progressed in any areas in your life, I am telling you what you need to do so that you can move forward, okay? So if you're a small business owner, if you're a content creator, you're a side hustler, you're trying to make money online, understand that you need to understand the things that I'm telling you, okay? Your first thing first is for whatever reason, y'all don't want to work. You want success, you want results, but you do not want to actually invest anything. You have to put something in to get something out. Don't be mad at me. God is who created this particular system and these particular laws and this particular energy frequency. Even when you read the stories in the Bible and God creates and God performs miracles for people, the humans literally have to do things to get the miracle. Nathan had to travel and then go and dip himself in the Jordan River 7 times to get healing from leprosy. And he almost didn't want to do it. He got upset about it. And his men had to talk him into it. Was like, well, you came all this way, so you may as well give it a try. He literally was going to miss his healing because he didn't want to follow the instruction. He didn't want to follow the path. And this is y'all. A lot of times when it comes to money, a lot of times when it comes to success, a lot of times when it comes to your romantic partnerships, your mutual beneficial relationships, your friendships, all of that, you are the problem because you don't want to do what it takes. I don't know why so many of y'all believe this lie that you don't have to change, that you can just keep doing the BS that you're on, that you can just keep being irresponsible, you can keep being undisciplined, you can keep not putting effort into things, you can keep half-heartedly doing something, and that you're going to get results. It's a lie. It is a lie. And the longer you keep believing that, the longer you're going to continue to be hurt, the longer you're going to continue to not see the results that you want to see. So I am here to tell you right now, you are not going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're not even going to make $1,000 online with social media by just putting in an hour a week. And y'all people are running around telling you about this 1 hour work week. Even the man that wrote the book knows it's a scam. He works more than an hour, even promoting the book. People want to sell these ideas or these fantasies because that's what you want to hear. But when you start looking at success, especially people that are like, you're the first one in your generation. You may be the first one in a few generations that are you're trying to break a cycle. You're trying to set forth new positive habits. You're trying to put yourself in a better place financially. And you're like, hey, I can use social media as a vehicle to make money. Yes, you can. But I'm telling you this right now, it's going to take you more than an hour a day. It's going to take you more than an hour a week. We were doing one of the trainings and this weekend, and one of the ladies asked me, like, how much time do I need to dedicate to this? I told her you need to be willing to put in at least 2.5, 3 hours a night. Keep in mind, not a large following, no specific branding, no systems or funnels are set up yet. No idea how to put together any of these things and implement it. She had no marketing model, no business model. To me, 2 or 3 hours a night is reasonable. Y'all are out here talking about you want to get paid. They have tasks right now for people that are in TikTok shop. TikTok can say, hey, if you make 90 videos, we'll give you $2,000. Y'all will be like, you need the $2,000, but you won't put out the videos because you're afraid of what other people are going to say about you, number one. Number two, you are unwilling to do the work. You're mentally lazy. And you got to get mentally unlazy. You have to be willing to do the work. If you're trying to get something you never had, you're going to have to do something you never did. And so one of the first things you're going to do is, if you are saying, I want to make money with my social media accounts, I want to make money in 2025. I want to, in 2026, I want to be one of those people that can say I make $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month through my TikTok shop, through promoting my own products, through selling my services, through bringing people into my stores, whatever it is. You're saying, I want to make money with it. I am telling you right now, you're going to have to dedicate in between 2 to 3 hours a day, minimum. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, let me know in the chat. Hey, Content Hub, and side note, while you guys are letting me know that in the chat, do not forget that tonight I have a social media monetization overview Q&A. So if you're trying to make money online and you got questions about how it needs to be done or what you need to do, you need to come to that training. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. When you go to my bio, there's a big purple button in there. Tap it and register so you can come tonight. Everybody understand you're trying to make money online. You need to carve out 3 hours, and it doesn't have to be 3 consecutive hours. You could do, 30 minutes in the morning, maybe an hour during your lunch break, and then maybe you do your next hour or hour and a half at night or when the kids go to sleep. But you have to do it. You know why? You need time to engage with other posts. I've told y'all several times your post isn't getting the reach it needs to get because y'all don't engage. Y'all just think like, oh, all I have to do is post this content and walk away. Well, don't nobody know you, boo. And you ain't talked to anybody. You haven't liked anybody's stuff. You haven't commented on anybody's stuff. The algorithm doesn't even know how to categorize you. It's going to take time for you to research your SEO. Okay? I've shown y'all all kinds of tools and trips and hacks to do it, but they still take time. It's going to take time sometimes for you to think about your hook or think about your script and what you want to say. It may take time for you to get the camera angles. It's going to take time for you to edit the content, depending on what type of content creator you want to be. If you're a yapper, guess what? It's going to take you time to scroll and see what's trending, to see what you need to yap about, to go and find the information. It's going to take time for you to build an opt-in page. It's going to be time for you to write an email. It's going to take time for you to fulfill an order. So I want y'all to tell me when you start thinking about the breakdown like that, let's not even get into the back end of your business. That's just the front end, what people see. When you think about researching like what you're going to post about today, thinking about how you want to start off your post with like your hooks, your opening lines, your angles, if you're going to be doing any editing, okay? If you're doing a content concept or a content idea, right? If we're just on that, then you're thinking about the hashtags and you're thinking about the SEO you need to put up. Y'all tell me how you're going to do that, and you're going to do it in under an hour a day. Even whenever you do canned content, because I do a mix of canned content and then like daily content, even when it's there, it still takes time to do the canned content. I have to figure out a day during the week or a day during the month to be able to put that up. If I'm filming B-roll, I still have to have a B-roll day to be able to get that done. Right now, I got like another 7 or 8 planners we need to send out. I need to record making this holiday arrangement. I still need to decorate the big tree inside of the house and record that and turn it into content. I still got this class that we have tonight. I still have client calls. We have about 4 or 5 products we need to finish. And I got ads I need to draw for clients. Y'all think I'm doing all of that and just working an hour a week? But y'all don't want to give an hour. You want to make $10,000 a month, but you don't want to give an hour dedicated a day to your business. You don't want to give 3 hours a day dedicated to your business. Make it make sense. So the first part of this is you're going to get in reality and you're going to say, I'm dedicated to giving 2 to 3 hours per day to my goal or to my vision. When it comes to this business, when it comes to monetizing my account, when it comes to monetizing the page. Can y'all do that? If y'all can do that, let me know yes. Say yes, I can do that in the chat. Because one of the big reasons when I talk to people that their businesses are flopping, that they're not making money in social media, when I ask them, I'm like, well, how much time are you spending on your business? Nobody can give me a direct answer. And then people will come, they will come to me. They will come to me and they're like, Ashley, I want to make money. And I'll go look at them like, okay, well, we need to do X, Y, Z, LMV. Well, I don't have time for that. Well, you ain't got time to get the money. What you got time for? Like you're gonna have to prioritize. And I'm gonna tell y'all something my daddy taught me when I was young, and I'm very thankful that he taught it to me and that I received it. He's always told me, he was like, you can do everything you want to do, just not all at the same time. And so some of y'all are so vested with doom scrolling. Y'all are so vested with watching your favorite TV show that you don't realize that if you, instead of you doom scrolling, if you were like posting or engaging or networking or right, if you were doing that instead of doom scrolling, well, that would be your time to help you make money. A lot of y'all should go and check how much time you're spending on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. And when you check it, I want you to add up your hours for a week. And then you turn around and tell me that you don't have time to get out here and make money. You tell me you ain't got time to build a business. You tell me you ain't got time to put up those posts on social media. You're not finna lie to me and tell me you don't have time. Y'all have time. Next thing I want to cover, y'all love having a bunch of businesses. Y'all love having a bunch of LLCs. Now I'm about to say something. I'm not trying to trigger anyone. I'm not trying to offend anyone. Again, I'm coming from a place of truth because I love you and I want you to do well. I want you to succeed. So I'm going to tell you the things that other people are not telling you. Okay. This is how it goes. Somebody comes to my workshop, you come to a webinar, you come to a training. I say, hey, come into Instacoin. Right now we have Instacoin. It's an end of year sale. So the pricing is spectacular. It's great. Okay. Normally you should be paying $24,000 a year to get into Instacoin. You can get to the whole year for $4,997 right now. And you still get access to everything. You still get the rights to everything. You still get your quarterly one-to-ones. You still get your weekly insight sessions. You still get your kingdom calls. You still get over 140 modules. You get your dashboard. You get your weekly Q&A. You get all of that stuff. You still get the automation training, ads training, how to get a sponsor. You still get the training for that. You get your training on how to create a year's worth of content in a day. You get access to all the workshops. You still get all of this stuff, even though you're paying a fraction of the price, right? Then we have a 3-month option that's only $24.97. Okay? This is how it goes. Somebody come in and go, oh my God, thank you so much. This training was so incredible. It was so amazing. I learned so much. I see that I still have a long way to go and I need assistance with blah, 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 blah. I would really love to be in Instacoin, but I don't have the budget. And I go, okay. Can you tell me what my next steps are? No, I already told you. Get Instacoin. You need a mentor. There's 11 things that you don't know how to do. You came into this training today and figured out you didn't know how to set a marketing budget, but I showed you. You came into this training today and realized you didn't understand how to interpret your numbers, but I showed you. You came into this training today and you realized that you don't have the traffic that you need to make these daily sales, and I showed you. You came to this training today and learned that you don't know how to price, and I showed you. And let's be honest, you're not going to be consistent after with doing it on your own, so you need the accountability piece. And then y'all will turn around in the next phase and say, well, I have 2 businesses or I have 3 businesses. Baby, you can't afford to have 2 or 3 businesses. This is the part that nobody want to hear. I'm telling you the truth. You can't afford to have 2 or 3 businesses. You telling me you got 2 companies, you got 3 companies, basically you went and formed all these LLCs. Half of y'all haven't even formed them into LLCs. It's really a hobby, but you running around saying it's a business, but there's no documentation to prove that it's a business. But I'm not going to go there. We'll go there a little later. And y'all are like, oh, I have 2 businesses. I have 3 businesses. You have 2 or 3 expensive hobbies. Why do you have 2 businesses and you don't have 1 business that's profitable yet? Why would you go and open up a second, a third, a fourth, a 5th business and you don't have 1 that's profitable yet? So this is when we talk about mindset and the way that people are doing things, where I'm saying they're out of order. Why do you have 2 businesses? You can't afford to have 2 businesses. You haven't even dedicated enough time to get one of them to work yet. You don't have enough time to market your one. You don't have enough time to build the audience for one. You don't have enough time for your infrastructure, for your SOPs for one. You don't have enough time for the funnels for one. So how dare you have the audacity to say you're going to have 2 or 3 businesses and you don't have money to hire general managers over those businesses. You don't have money to hire business developers or business managers to help you with those businesses. You don't have the money to hire a media buyer to run ads so you can get marketing for the business. You don't have the money to pay a website developer for the business. You don't have a money. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's not making sense. But if you would take all of the resources that you're trying to spread into 2, 3, 4 different things and put them into one, well, guess what? Now you're going to get success. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? This is why when people like me say you're in your own way, or you're the reason that you haven't hit the goal that you want to hit, you're the reason that you haven't succeeded in the way that you want to succeed yet, it's you. It is you. It's the way that you're thinking about things and the way that you're going about things. Now, I want you to think about this. If we all know that it takes a good amount of energy and a good amount of time, okay, to be able to build up a business, to be able to build up a concept, to be able to build up a plan, and we get it to succeed, we all can agree to that takes time. Then how dare you go and open up a 2nd, 3rd, or 4th business so they can flop too, because you're not giving anything the energy or the time that it needs to develop. But y'all love, like, the 90% of y'all really don't want to be business owners. You just want to have your name on something. And that's okay. If you want that, then buy into a business that already exists. Look at a business that's successful and see if you can become maybe like a solid partner where you get part of the profits. because that may be a more realistic angle for you to take instead of you trying to build something from the ground up. Let me be clear. I'm not saying you can't build from the ground up. I firmly believe that everybody that's in here that hears my voice right now can succeed and can build a profitable page and a profitable company. It's just, do you believe it? Are you going to put the time and the effort and the resources and the energy and the work into it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to be consistent about it? Are you going to say, oh, I tried it for 2 weeks and I didn't get the results I wanted, so now I'm discouraged and I'm just throwing it to the side? Y'all can't even post on one page. How you think you're going to post on 2 or 3 pages 5 or 6 times a day? Y'all don't even email your current consumers, your current list once a week. How you think you're going to be emailing 3, 4 different sets of segments and business owners a week? Because you don't do it right now with the one. You don't send your people a weekly text message right now. Some of y'all have been telling y'all to live stream for 2 years and you ain't live streamed nothing, but yet you think you're finna get a second or third business. You don't want to pay for any of your memberships, your business licenses, any of the fees, the franchise fees and carrying on that you got for your city, your state, or your county right now for one business. So you finna pay it for 3? Some of y'all are saying, hey, you need to open up a business bank account and put $5,000 in it and make sure you have these particular documents so you can get funded, and y'all moaning and groaning about that. You want the money or no? Do you want to get access to $200,000, $300,000 like that or no? So literally, you getting out here saying you have 2 or 3 businesses, but there are 2 or 3 businesses that are flopping. There are 2 or 3 businesses that are not making profits. And let's be clear, y'all don't have a tax issue, because sometimes as a strategy, people will get a new business, right, that's under, because it helps them on their taxes. But this is not the state that you're at yet. So why do you have 2 or 3 businesses? What you need to do instead is you need to look at those 2 or 3 businesses and you need to make a list of your skills. You need to make a list of your talents. You need to make a list of your resources. You need to make a list of the supplies that you have. What do I have the most of, that when I look at these businesses, which one is going to have the best chance of succeeding based on what I have already? And it's not to say that you can never do those other businesses again. You can. It's just not time for them right now. So once you look at the list and you say, you know what, I should be putting my energy and my efforts into this, because this is what I have. I have the most resources that I can dedicate towards this thing, and I also like this or enjoy this. Let's put it right there. So now I really can make some money, because y'all literally be out here again. The way you're thinking about things, you're not thinking like someone who is successful. You're not thinking like somebody out here that makes money. You're not thinking like the type of person that is a winner. And you have to switch over into a mindset, right, of what do I need to do to win. And sometimes that means you have to plan things out. You can't do it all at once. And it's okay. Okay, it's okay to not do it all at once. Sometimes, okay, we may work on this for 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, and then we can transition into something else. And you can't compare yourself to someone like me who's been in business for dang near 20 years. Y'all understand this, right? I didn't go work a 9 to 5 for 25, 30 years and then start my business. And let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the path I thought I was going to be on. I pretty much came out the gate. I worked in corporate America for like 3 years, and I was building my business simultaneously. So like immediately out of college, I went into entrepreneurship and building businesses. And I built up my first company and got it to a few $1,000,000. And then that's when I got a second company and a third company. I did not start out the gate trying to build 3 different companies at one time. And some of y'all are out here with everything that you do. You think it should be a business. You think it should have an LLC, and it shouldn't. Does it make sense? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now? Y'all putting up what I'm putting down. So your mindset, the way that we think about things, the way that we prioritize, the way that we decide where we're sending resources, and your ability to tell yourself the truth, to learn your capacity, because all of us have different capacities as a human, is going to have a lot to do with if you're succeeding or if you're failing. And so a lot of y'all are not making money online. Let me tell y'all this. A lot of y'all, if you would have pared down and focused down on one thing, A lot of y'all would, first of all, if you would have came into a program like Instacorn Academy and you would have focused down on one thing, a lot of y'all right now would be saying like, wow, I went from making $500 a month at the top of the year and now I'm doing $15,000 a month right now. A lot of y'all would be like some of my clients that are getting online right now talking about I made $24,000 last month. I made $33,000 last month. I made $65,000 last month. You know why they did it? Because they're focused, and we are focused and intentional about one specific thing, and they were smart enough to come and get help. Y'all be out here like, oh, I'm gonna just wing it. How's that going for you? Huh? You out here just winging it. How's it going for you? It ain't going nowhere. And then let me talk about the other set of y'all. Hold on. We're going to put y'all on pause for a minute. The set of y'all that love, baby, I'm going to tell y'all this. Right now, going into 2026, somebody DM me this morning and they infuriated me. They didn't even know that they infuriated me. They enraged me this morning. They sent me an email and they were like, hey, they were like, are your classes free? No. No. I will get online and I will do these free streams and training. I have a couple of free products over to, so I'm not doing no more free shit for y'all no more. You know why? Because over 90% of y'all don't take the courses. We had put together a free pass for the Blueprint to Social Media training this weekend. Out of all of the people that registered for it for free, only like, now keep in mind, 300 people registered for it for free. The people that paid, every person that paid showed up to class. But the people that got the free pass, baby, only 3 of them showed up. But then y'all will sit out here and whine and cry and fall out in the street and say, nobody wants to help us. Nobody wants to help our community. Oh, everything's so expensive, blah, blah, because you don't. I get in here, I do these live trainings for free where I'm actually teaching. I teach, y'all know I do business math, I do tips, I do strategy, I do steps, all of that. Y'all be here. I have a community conversation about bullshit. 1,500 people in the room. And that's okay. I understand that winners are far and few in between. I understand that successful people is a very small amount of the population. People that are actually going to be financially stable, have time freedom, win in business, that are going to hit their goals. It's literally like, it's like maybe 2 or 3% of the population. The rest of y'all would rather fill your mind with folly because you don't want to tell yourself the truth. And that's okay. So don't come to me and be like, free. No, you want something free, baby, you better come to these live streams. You better go look and see what the free offer is, that free product that I have for that quarter. That's all you getting from me for free. I'm not doing, that's over. I'm not doing any more free trainings. I'm not doing any more free webinars because I'm tired of dealing with people that are unserious. I'm tired of dealing with people that are a waste of time. I did that big biz bundle. We gave away 10,000 $1,097 packages. That's over $1 million. There's literally less than 5% of y'all that have even opened it and started going through the bundle. That's a slap in my face. That's a slap in my face. My mama passed away and we put together a bundle. I put $1,000 worth of products in there. I said, use code Joyce and take it down to $97. The amount of y'all that are unwilling to spend $97 so that you can make thousands of dollars. You think I want to help you? No, because you don't want to help yourself. Even in the Bible, God teach you if you don't help yourself, He's not gonna help you. Y'all ain't never read the parable of talents? And to the lazy servant that went and buried their talent and they didn't do anything with it, God took it, the master took it from them and gave it to the one that went out and flipped it and worked it. And it threw him out to punishment. He said, baby, you're going to die. Get out of my face. I'm disgusted by you. You're going out here in the dark with the weeping and the gnashing of the teeth. Again, I didn't set the rules. I didn't make the laws. And y'all are out here like literally acting like these laws and rules don't exist. Thank you for the condolences about my mother. I appreciate that. My mama helped me build my business. My mama is the one, this is why I think the way I do. My mama and my daddy got me right. They made sure that they put some winners on the planet Earth. They made sure they put winners on the planet Earth. Winners do what losers don't, period. And people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. And a lot of y'all have a loser mentality, and you need to make a decision right now. All right, am I going to sink or am I going to swim? Do I want to be successful or do I want to be sour? Do I want to be successful or do I want to struggle? Do I want to be a winner or do I want to keep going through life as a loser? Because winners get what we want. Winners do what it takes to win. And a lot of the things that it takes to win is not even really hard. It's just being consistent and showing up for yourself. And y'all, like the way that y'all think about stuff, the fact that I will watch some of y'all on your page go to events, and I know how much these social events cost. I know how much these brunches and stuff cost. I will see y'all there, and then y'all have the audacity to buy brand new outfits to go, like you ain't got stuff in your closet, but then will turn around and get on the phone with me and tell me that you don't have $50 a week to spend on ads for your business. I'm saying, hey, you need to spend $10 a day. Let's do $50 a week, Monday through Friday, so you have constant ads going on, so you can bring in new people to your page. You will sit there and tell me you don't have the budget for it, but I just seen what you did this weekend. That's not a person that makes money. We know how to prioritize. We're gonna put our money into things that make us more money, and then I can do as much as I want to do all the time. You want to be a consumer or you want to be a creator? Creators create cash. Consumers give their money to creators. Which one do you want to be? And these are the real conversations that you have to have with yourself if you're trying to succeed in business. So you said both? No, baby, never that. Never that. My money needs to make money so I can do whatever I feel like doing. I'm not doing it. When you talking about both, you don't have the, well, I don't know your particular situation, but most of the people in here don't have the ability to do both right now. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, like, what, I don't know what's going on up here in y'all's brains. You're not being realistic. There's a point in time you have to forego what you want to do what you need to do. And if you put those things in parameter, you put those things in place, well, now you're going to be able to do what you want to do on a regular basis. And some of y'all are 30, 40, 50 years old and it still ain't clicked. It still ain't clicked. You 40 years old, keep repeating the same cycle. Ain't you tired of being broke? Ain't you tired of starting a new business every 3 months? Ain't you tired of not having the man or the woman you want in your life? Ain't you tired of having trash friends? Ain't you tired of your health being like poor? Ain't you tired of not feeling great when you wake up in the morning? Like, there comes a point you got to get tired of yourself. And y'all just be out here like, nope, I'm gonna just keep going through life doing what I'm doing right now. No, baby, you gotta get to a point. You gotta stop that ish. And so, literally, if you're like, for instance, I want all of y'all, go look at how much you have spent eating out, socializing, buying Shein, Fashion Nova, or Trendy whatever the little quick fashion thing is, TikTok shopping stuff. I want you to go look at how much you spent in the last 90 days on that stuff. And then I want you to compare it to what you spent in your business. I want you to go look and see if you're side hustling, what have you spent when it comes to your business? Because y'all will sit here and tell me I don't have money to run ads for my business. I don't have the $47 a month to spend on kit. I don't have the $47 a month to spend on a text messaging service, Textedly or something like that, so I can communicate with my clients. Boom, Uber Eats, okay, Door Dashing. Go look at them Uber Eats and them DoorDash feeds. You're gonna sit here and tell me you don't have the money to pay for infrastructure for your business when you do have it. That just means you might have to cook at home. You may have to go to the restaurant and pick it up. That's okay. That's what all of us did before Uber and DoorDash anyway. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So when I say you have to stop lying to yourself and saying, I don't have what I need. No, you got what you need. You just don't want to put it in the proper place. And y'all will notice any of the things that I just mentioned, they got nothing to do with me. They are for you. You need an email software. You need a text message software. You need to, y'all like, oh, I'm not going to pay for Canva Pro. I'd rather take an hour going to drop the background out of stuff. That's stupid. That's stupid. Truly inspired. Thank you for my gifts, baby. That's dumb, though. That's dumb. You are literally saying you don't have the money to make more money so you can do whatever you want to do so you can spend it on something that's going to be consumed quickly and is going to be gone. Time is money. And time is the one thing on the planet Earth we can't get back. Time is money, baby. You got to be able to make it make sense. Okay? You got to be able to make it make sense. Be efficient. Exactly. You sitting around because you don't want to spend. I don't know how much Canva is now. I'm locked in. I'm grandfathered in. I have like an old package or whatever. Like I've been using Canva since it was like $5 a year. You know what I'm saying? But like I know the pro account does not cost that much. I think it's like $10 or $12 a month or something like that for the pro account now. And literally, I will see people instead of just paying for the pro account where you can just drop the background out of something in like 3 to 5 seconds. You're literally spending an hour, and now you're doing this 10 times a month, and you're not realizing you've wasted 10 hours of your life. You're saying that those 10 hours of your life is less than $1 an hour. Because Canva, you could have paid the 12. You said it's $12.99. Okay, thank you. You could have paid the $12.99 that month to Canva, been able to do all 10 of those background removals, right? And like literally do that junk in under 30 minutes and been going about your business. But you're not realizing you have blown 10 hours of your life. You're telling me 10 hours of your life is only worth $12.98. So sometimes we have to look at the time that it's taking for something and am I being efficient? Sometimes it's about paying for this tool or this software, this thing that I can get done because it's going to make me efficient, it's going to make me more productive, it's going to save me time, and it's going to make me money. You have to literally start looking at your time during the day and putting a price on it. Okay? Is this the most efficient thing for me to do? If it's not the most efficient thing for you to do, then no, you don't need to be doing it. Okay, you don't need to be doing it. And again, this is spending money smart. It's not being frivolous. But how much did you spend on Shein? How much you spent on Uber Eats last month? How much did you spend going to brunch or out to the club or the party or drinks and stuff like that? And I'm not saying don't have fun in life. Yes, have fun and enjoy yourself. But at the same breath, don't say that you don't have it for your business. Don't say you don't have it for your future. Don't say that you don't have it to be able to make money when you're spending money on other stuff. How much money you spending at Sephora? Anybody goes to Sephora, they know you go in there, you buy something, you finna spend over $100 for a bag this big. How much money you spending on your subscriptions, your Hulu, your Netflix, your Disney Plus, your ESPN, all of that stuff? How much you have? You only got 2 eyes. How much time do you have to watch all this crap? You understand what I'm saying? You have to figure it out. So I don't come to me and say, "Oh, I don't have money to pay for the email autoresponder. I don't have money to pay for Canva. I don't have money to pay for I don't know, I don't have money to pay for ads." Don't come to me and say, "I ain't got money for that." But you got money for it. You just spending your money on other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You said, "Am I watching you?" Baby, I'm not, baby, I'm not, I just noticed the pattern. I noticed the behavior. I speak with thousands of small business owners and probably thousands of aspiring small business owners and creators, literally a month. I'm not even being dramatic because of what I do and the size of my platform. And so a lot of people will come and they will say, "Oh, this is what I want," but they don't want to do what they need to do it. So first of all, y'all finna stop having 50, 11 million businesses. We're gonna pick one thing and we're gonna focus in on it. Number two, you're going to stop lying and saying that you don't have the money to put towards things for your business. Because you do. We just need to reallocate some funds. And that just means you may need to wear the same stuff that's in your closet and remix it. Okay. That may mean that, you may need to have a potluck at a house instead of going out to brunch 3 or 4 times. That may mean you need to just drop down to Netflix and Hulu instead of having 7 or 8 subscriptions so that you have the money to put towards your business so that you can make more money. And you're going to stop lying to yourself and believing that you can get away with spending 1 hour a week and making bukus of money on social media. Even the people that tell you that be lying to you. You pay attention to them. I saw a girl on TikTok live and she was saying, "Yeah, like I only spend an hour a week, and I was able to make $3,000 this week." And I'm like, she's sitting there lying. I watched that girl stream. At least she kept showing up in my timeline. I watched her on 3 different days. She streamed for at least 2 hours each day. So she's sitting here telling people an hour a week, but she's put in at least 6 hours bare minimum just from the streams. Then she still has her content. She still has her emails. She still has her sales stuff. I'm sure she has to go through an audit and look and see what's in her account. And see, y'all just be out here listening to what people are saying instead of paying attention to what they're doing. Pay attention. This whole lying to you in your face. This whole sitting here playing in your face, lying to you right now, talking about, oh yeah, I only spend an hour a week. I just spend an hour a week and I'm making thousands of dollars. No, I've seen you stream at least 3 times this week and 2 hours a pop. That's 6 hours a week already minimum. But they know that if they tell you what you want to hear, you say, oh, here, take my money. No, baby. You got to start paying attention. You got to look at what is what this person is saying matching up with the behavior and the action. She's telling you something that she can't even pull off herself because she's not doing it. And then y'all get in there and y'all get these courses or these books. And let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with a course or a book. Thank you, Aunt Jackie. We just need the right course or book. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But like if someone's telling you something and you know it's not true, maybe an hour a week, we should be seeing her what? Maybe 10 minutes a day. Y'all see what I'm saying? You got to pay attention. And I know that it's to my detriment sometimes that I tell people the truth. I know I can make way more money if I lied to people, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm very proud of the fact that I've helped the clients I've helped. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm a part of so many people's success stories. But we get to where we need to get to because we tell the truth. Okay? okay. That's where we are. So those are the first things. Now I'm gonna be back tomorrow and we're going to keep going through this list. And every day on my timeline, I'm going to try and put up at least one thing that you're doing that's stopping you from making money. Okay. There's probably about 15, 16 things that I see on a regular basis that stop people from making money. But you're gonna have to make the decision. And let me tell you this, a lot of y'all that are out here trying to be like influencers, stop it. Just go be a regular content creator. Go be a content creator for TikTok Shop and make you $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month. Having a hard time getting traffic? What are you doing to get the traffic? Do you run ads? Do you go live? Do you guest on other people's panels? Do you retarget? Are you inside of groups dropping helpful information? Do you build out series of your content? Do you email your list of people weekly? Do you retarget people that come over? Like, what you doing? By the way, do you still think ebooks are profitable? Yes, if it's a good book. If it's a good book, yes, absolutely, they're still profitable. Side note, if y'all need help making money with your social media, come to my training tonight. It's a social media monetization overview with a Q&A. So we'll probably spend like 30, 40 minutes going through the process of how you make money online because a lot of people don't understand that. And then we'll do a Q&A. Go click the link in my bio, tap the button, and you'll be able to register. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight, okay? It's free, but you need to register. How do I get started? I just told you. I literally just said, well, you know what? Let me not be harsh because there's a delay sometimes. So you may have asked that before I stated what I stated. So, yeah, even though you didn't ask me picking up what you put down. Thank you, Miss Incredible. Yeah, it's a lot of you just registered good. A lot of y'all, I'm telling y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. A lot of y'all would be making money if one you would invest in like a mentorship or a membership so you can be educated and have accountability, somebody to check you and say like, hey, no, this is not right. And why are you not putting this up? And I don't want to hear no more excuses. Let's get this done. And number two, if you would actually take the money and invest it in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your softwares, your tools, your supplies, your education, your branding, your graphics. You like it's work that goes into it, and it's okay to be a beginner. Like it's okay to be a beginner at something. It's okay to learn something new. It's some of y'all, baby, y'all been over here nickeling and diming yourself. Y'all, if I drop something that's $10, $17, I'ma buy it. I do a 1-day workshop, you gonna get it. And guess what? You still gonna be stuck because you need everything that's in between. And you need help with getting that stuff done because you don't have the skill to do it yet. And you technically shouldn't have the skill to do it yet. I've been doing what I do for almost 20 years. So yes, I'm going to be better and faster and quicker than other people at it because I should be. I've been doing it for 20 years. Y'all understand what I'm saying? But y'all will be out here and you're trying to take your interpretation of and you don't know enough about the industry, the area, the subject, running business models, marketing models, interpretations, campaigns. You don't know how to read a customer. Y'all haven't had sales training. Y'all are not taking sociology, psychology classes to learn how people think. It's a lot of stuff that people like me have done. That's why we make as much money as we do. And y'all just think like, oh, I'm gonna just get out here and wing it and do it. And then you get upset with yourself whenever you flop. And it's like you didn't have to flop. You could have got a mentor. You could have got in the right place. But because you're not thinking properly, you're saying you don't have the money to do it when the truth is you can't afford to not do it. And you have the money to do it. You're just putting the money towards other stuff. I will never ever forget this girl arguing with me about a $47 text message system while she had a $600 unit on her head. Unit was bad. Okay, wig was banging. Nails done, lashes, hair, outfit, all of this. So I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm like, baby, I know you got about $5,000 to $6,000 on your body, like on your physical body right now. And you're telling me that you don't want to pay $47 a month for a text message system. And I knew right then she was never going to succeed in business. I knew right then she was going to be broke. And this is 4 years later. And she's still out here struggling to put her business together. But it's her in her mind. Can I do this as a disabled person? Yes. What did you being disabled have to do with you getting money? Disabled people get money all the time. What you talking about? How do you not get frustrated with us? You've been telling us this for years, and I still haven't pulled the trigger on your mentorship. Don't give up on. I don't give up on nobody. I just I put it down, and the people that's supposed to pick it up, and I'm very comfortable with that, and I understand that. I know very clearly that God has instructed me to assist people that actually want to help themselves. I'm here to help leaders. I'm here to help people that break generational curses. I am here to help people that bring in generational blessings. I am here to help people that really want to change. I'm here to help people that don't want to rest and reside in their sad story. People that they say, look at what I overcame. Now look at what happened to me. And I know that that's a small sector of the population. And if you fit in that sector of the population and you find me, you gravitate towards me, good. They come and those are the success stories, right? And then the other people that don't want to, it's not my job to make you do it. It's not my job to convince you. That's on you. Because even once you get in, well, now you got to do the work. Is it sad for me though to see people that I know that could have been winning, and I'm like, dang, like all they have to do is this to see y'all not doing it? Yeah, that's sad for me. That's sad for me to see. I be like, dang, I'm like, this person could have been where they wanted to go. They just won't do it. But that's whatever block you have within yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm disabled, and Ashley has helped me in my business, and I'm doing it. Come on, tell the people, being disabled ain't got nothing to do with making money. But I'm telling y'all this, a lot of y'all, they're like, you want to be business owners? You don't need to be business owners. And you can go book a next steps assessment or like a power session. And I can tell you like, hey, you'll probably make money faster going on this path. Some of y'all that are trying to be influencers, y'all need to be influencer. Y'all understand that I need y'all to understand this. I have clients right now. They don't have a lot of followers on social media. When they post, they don't even get a lot of views, and they're posting 6-7 times a day. You know how they're making money? They're making money from TikTok Shop. They're making money from TikTok Shop. They don't have the biggest platforms. They're not putting up viral content. They're posting up 6 videos or 10 videos a day about particular products in a niche, and companies are taking it and they're saying, oh, this person is making money, and then the companies are putting ad money behind it, and they're making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month off of commissions. They literally have pages set up. They have like their regular personal page. They got another page, and all they do is TikTok Shop. That's it. They make more money than the big creators that are going viral. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's money to be made. You just have to figure out what you want to do. I have other clients, all they do is affiliate marketing. I have other clients, all they do is memberships. I have other clients, they get paid to watch TV. They do not sell a product. They don't sell a service. They get on the internet, they yap, and we get them deals with ABC and Bravo to watch shows and review them. Making $60,000, $70,000 a year watching TV. But again, they are dedicated. They are dedicated, they are intentional, and they're putting it into it. You said Instagram mostly for people on Instagram? No. Instacoin covers Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I do not teach Pinterest and I don't teach LinkedIn in there. But I teach YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. You appreciate me? I appreciate you back. I appreciate you back. Hey, high performing mompreneurs. So I just, this week I'm just gonna be telling y'all how it is. I'm gonna tell y'all how it is until the end of the year, but I need you to get it together. But a lot of y'all that are like, I want to be a business owner. Do you really want to be a business owner, or do you want time freedom and financial freedom? Because that pathway may not be entrepreneurship for you. Some of y'all need to be investors. You don't even need to be dealing with people at all. You need to learn how to flip your money through stocks and through crypto. That's a very real thing. And through land, okay? And through city municipalities. That's literally what you need. That's literally what you need to be doing. That literally, it's so many different ways to get out here and get the money, but you are where it starts at in your mentality. Wait, so if you want to be I never knew about Instacoin. If I want to be, let's see, make money from YouTube, being a creator, Instacoin. Yeah, we have a whole Instacoin coach inside of Instacoin. Yes. And because you still need the same infrastructure on the back end. The infrastructure to make money on social media does not change across the platforms. It's the same. The infrastructure, the automation, how to get your brand deals, your sponsored posts, and the copy with how to communicate with people, it's the same. The format of your content and how you have to put that out, that's what changes on the front end for the different platforms. But the infrastructure of, like, once you get people in, no, it's the same across all of them in the back. That's why I have so many clients on so many different platforms that make so much money. Your infrastructure, your rules to doing business, your marketing model, all of that is that. Now, how we deal with people on the front end, depending on what social media platform you're on, that's what changes from person to person. And for the opportunity, let's see, amen to that. You said a word there, be an investor. Yeah, some people, you need to be an investor. There's so many different ways to make money. Okay. You saw the email that was live. Yeah, girl. I'm about to get off though. It's so many different ways to get out here and make money. And again, you got to be honest with yourself though. And you got to be honest with your capacity. And then once you decide what you're going to do, you got to be all in. Y'all be out here talking about you all in. And then when I start talking to you, you don't be all in. You only be a tenth of the way in. You only be a tenth of the way in. Y'all be like, I want to learn how to make money in the market. And then if I go look to see what you've been watching online, what you've been consuming, it ain't nothing about making money on the market. Y'all over here talking about what they doing on Married to Medicine. Them heifers already got a check. They already got their little Porsches and their little houses and their TV show. Baby, they got their check. What you got? You got bills and anxiety. You see what I'm saying? There comes a time you gotta cut some stuff off because you gotta do what you need to do. But y'all don't want to do it. I'm being too real. I'm being too real right now, ain't I? I'm being too real right now. I'm just telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. It's time to focus. It's time to lock in. And y'all think it's finna get better in 2026. Look who's still in office. Look at what administration is still in here raining terror down on all of us in America right now. You crazy. You think you finna win a magic wand that's finna get better? No. Absolutely not. Okay, wait, let me, I had pulled this morning because I like to check these numbers periodically. So rent is up over 150% since 2000. Rent is up over 150% since 2000. The average new car jumped from a price of $16,000 in 1990 to over $48,000 right now. That's more than 3 times, y'all, in one generation. College tuition is up more than 750% since the 80s. You think you still gonna make it on one stream of income and saving? You think you're gonna have a decent quality life on one income and saving? Yeah, okay. Good luck with that. Okay? Good luck with that. No. And I'm telling y'all this right now. if you are a business owner and you know that you're not dedicated and you're not going to put the work in, don't be a business owner. Go make your money through investing. Some of y'all in here, I want to be an influencer. No, you don't. A lot of influencers, they're popular. They have no prosperity. They're not making money. I'm telling y'all, I have clients right now that don't have big followings, and they're making $5, $10, $15,000 every single month doing TikTok shop. They have pages set up, and all we do is TikTok shop stuff, and they're out here making a killing. I have clients right now, 5,000, 6,000 followers, getting UGC and selling their own products, making money. But y'all are out here y'all are out here like, oh, I want to be in business, but you won't even post every day. It doesn't make sense. You won't even pick up a phone call. You want to pick up the phone and call the city, call your county to see what licenses you need. You want to be in business, but you don't want to pay to be a member of the chamber. Make it make sense. You want to be in business, but you don't want to pay to be in any of the marketplaces so you can get leads. Make it make sense. You want to be in business, but you don't want to learn about your profits and your margins. You don't want to learn how to read a spreadsheet. You don't want to learn how to pull a report. You want to be in business, but you don't want to pay a bookkeeper. You don't want to take a course on how to do QuickBooks. You don't want to learn about your expenses. You don't want to keep up with the tax code, but you want to be in business. No, you don't. You just want to put your name on something. You just want to put your name on something. You don't want to be, y'all are the same people that went and got my free product that I put out the week before last and be like, okay, we going to do something big for Black Friday. I'm going to give away $1 million in scholarships. I'm going to give this away. Y'all, most of y'all are the 97% that never even opened the training. You don't. Stop lying to yourself. The first piece of being successful, the first piece of making money is you have to tell yourself the truth. What am I good at? What do I have the capacity to do? What are my actual goals and intentions? And am I going to do it? Send it to me. The devil is a liar. I'm not sending ish. I done told y'all to ruin me. I'm not, outside of me getting on and doing the free business trainings 3 times a week. And I'll probably do like one free, like something like quarterly that I have set up. I'm not doing any more free stuff. I'm not doing any more free webinars, trainings, deep courses, classes, deep dives, 3-day follower stuff because y'all don't. It's like slap in the face. It's really disrespectful. And after I got out of getting my feelings hurt, I said, F it. I said, I'm not doing it. I'm only here to help people that want to be helped. Then we took it and we made it $97, right? And there was all these people that were like, you can see the crazy amount of abandoned carts. Baby, you think I believe that you want to succeed in business and you won't even spend $97 so you can learn how to target, so you can learn about your demographics, so you can learn psychographics, so you can learn the foundations of what you need to put in place so you can make online, so you can learn how to get your first 10 customers? That's thousands of dollars worth of training, 16, 17 hours worth of training. You don't want to spend $97 for it. You think that I think that you want to win in life? No, you don't. No, you don't. And I don't care. I only care to help people that want to help themselves at this point. That's just where I am with it. If you want to help yourself, you want to do well, you want to succeed, I'm going to come in and I'm going to give it everything I got to help you succeed and do well. You with a $600 wig on your head arguing with me why you don't want to spend $47 a month on a text messaging service, I don't want to help you. I can't help you. A psychologist, a therapist, life, the Lord, somebody else has to help you because your mindset is not appropriate. If every time you send a text message you make money, why would you not want to spend the $47 a month on the text message software? That wig on your head ain't making you no money. She wasn't a beautician. She wasn't a stylist. She didn't sell wigs and weaves. The wig on your head ain't making you no money. She wasn't even taking a photo shoot with the wig. You understand what I'm saying? You are walking around with a $600 unit on your head and refuse to spend $47 a month on text messaging services so you can text people and tell them you live. You can text people and tell them to come to your workshops. You can text people and tell them to come to your store. You can text people and tell them the location of your food truck. You can text people when it's slow because it's a rainy day. They have a rainy day special. You can text people discount coupons. You can text people about what's happening so you can make money. I can't help you. You understand what I'm saying? I can't help you if you can't process that. I'm not for you. Somebody else is for you. It ain't me though. And I'm not going to like try and drag somebody to the bank. I'm not doing that. How do you register for tonight? When you click the link in my bio, there's a big purple button. And you'll be able to register. What we're going to cover tonight is the overview for just how you make money on social media. And then you guys will be able to ask me questions. And the reason we're doing the overview first, because y'all need to understand the process of how you make money on social media. So that way your questions will actually, you have more educated questions, because normally when we go through the overview, people can start seeing the pieces that they're missing, the components that they don't have in place. They can start understanding why they've been struggling to make money online. And then whenever you ask me a question, now it's a question where you're going to get an answer that's going to help you get to a result, instead of you asking, something generic or something vague. And I'm warning y'all too tonight, don't come at me with no vague question. I want specific. Specific is terrific. You talk to me about your specific issue, your specific goal, your specific challenge, your specific ask. Don't come asking me some weird general stuff, because I know you're not serious. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Where I get what from? You always real, but not me. Thank you so much, Pretty Lashes. I appreciate that. Yeah, if y'all coming to the training tonight, go look in my bio. You'll be able to register. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We should have everybody out by about 8 o'clock p.m. That just depends on how many questions y'all have. Like I said, it'll take us like 30, 40 minutes to get through the actual overview, because that's the first thing. A lot of y'all need to know how you actually make money online. Y'all have been listening to these people that have been lying to y'all and telling you all you have to do is take a picture and put up a couple hashtags and money is just going to fall from the sky. It does not work that way. If it did, y'all would all already have money falling from the sky. People that are making money on the platforms, we're putting in work, and we're very consistent. And there's normally some type of SOPs in place. There's normally some type of dedicated follower drive. There's normally some type of very, very specific intentional model that we're using to collaborate and work with other people to bring people in. There's normally some automations we have set up on the backside, and we always have an offer. Always. 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 Do not be a person that's dumb enough to get out here and not create some type of offer. Even if you're doing affiliate marketing, eventually you better get some type of offer for yourself, because you have to have multiple revenue streams. And we're dealing with social media. The algorithm could change at any moment, at any day. Okay. So realistically, you have to figure out what you want to do, and then you're going to have to be 10 toes down in it, is what I'm telling you. All right. Now, I'll see y'all tonight. And for those of you that don't come tonight, I'll see y'all tomorrow, because we're going to do some more talking about why you out here flopping, why you're not making money in these social media streets. And if you really want to make money, you're going to take what I'm saying. You're going to say, let me start on these things so I can get out here and get a bag. Okay. Y'all, I have a client right now. All she does is TikTok shop. She doesn't have one video that gets over 1,000 views. And that girl made $42,000 in November. 42,000. But guess what? She posts up 12 TikTok videos a day about TikTok shop product. 12 a day. But she already has 6 out before noon every day. I'm telling you, she's one of my Instacoin students. She came into my program. She started working with me. When I looked at her stuff, I looked at her personality. We kind of went through what she was doing. Okay. If she decides to speak up and tell herself, she can. I'm not gonna put her out. This is what she did. She came to me. She said, I have a business. She says, I have a boutique. I've had this boutique for 3 years. The boutique is not making any money. I said, well, how much monthly traffic are you getting to the boutique? She says, I get a lot of traffic. I said, I didn't say a lot. I said, tell me how much. Go pull up the number. She pulls up the number. She only had 3,400 people come to that boutique in the past 2 months. There's not a lot of people in e-commerce world, y'all. In the e-com world, you technically need tens of thousands of people coming to your site every day if we're trying to make thousands of dollars a month. Okay, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Long story long, she did not have a lot of people coming. She felt like it was a lot of people, but it wasn't a lot of people. Okay, she had no retargeting, she had no pixels, she had a bunch of stuff that she did not have. I said, okay, realistically, to get this up off the ground and hit your goal of $10,000 a month, you're gonna need to front load this with about $7,500, because you need ads, you need some influencers or micro influencers, right? We need ambassadors for brand deals. I'm gonna need you to get listed on TikTok Shop. You gotta do this. I went down a whole list of everything she needed to do, right? She said, I don't have that. I said, well, there's something that you do have. And she said, what? I said, you're really good at taking pictures and describing the outfits. I said, have you ever thought about doing TikTok Shop And she was like, not really. And I was like, I think you should give it a try, right? And I said, I think instead of you using your money with your one-to-one for me for this business, you should let me coach you on how to be successful online and be successful in TikTok shop and start making your money. I told her, I said, think about it. She thought about it. She came back. She said, okay, I agree. Right. So we got to work. Her first month, she did $1,000. Her second month, she did $4,000. Her third month, she did another $4,500. Fourth month, she did $10,000. And they just kept going up from there. Why? Because we got her niche down, we got her content down, we got her hooks down, we got her system down, and now on the back end, she's getting brand deals with these companies. So now instead of her having to work for commission, they're paying her up front to do stuff now. Again, a lot of y'all are you're like owning a business or e-com store or drop, that's not for everybody. And it's okay to make your money doing stuff outside of being a entrepreneur. Now, technically, on paper, we have an LLC because we need that money to go to the company and not to her, right? So, like when we look at documentation wise, yes, she has a business as a TikTok shop creator. Like that's a business, right? That she has for that. But as far as like a business, like an e-com store, like she had before, no, it didn't make any sense. Now we'll have a meeting next week, I think, and we'll sit down and figure out, does she want to now put money into her business, and she makes money from the TikTok shop and also from an e-com store. That'll be up to her. I don't know what she wants to do. But a lot of times, this is why we tell y'all, if you get with mentors or you talk with consultants and stuff, a lot of times we can help you get your shit organized and say, this is what you should do. This is going to be your fastest path to making money. But a lot of y'all will not invest the money to talk with somebody. So then you be out here trying to figure it out on your own. Then y'all go and talk to other people that's broke. Then y'all go and talk to other people. Not only are they broke, other people that are unsuccessful and that have failed at things. And you sit there and listen and take their advice. It don't make sense. But again, this is a mindset thing and perception in the way that you look at stuff, right? So for her, she knew like I said, she came into Instacore, she booked a one-on-one. I said, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do to change this so you can get money. And it made sense for her. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all, there's a lot of money you can be making. You just need to figure out what you're doing and be intentional about it. And if you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You find somebody though that you want to work with. You see what I'm saying? And that's all it is to it. But anyway, go click the link in my bio, tap the first button, register for the Q&A tonight. Again, we'll spend the first 30-40 minutes doing an overview of social media. Do not be late. Don't come in there saying, oh, I missed the first 20 minutes. Can you give me a recap? No. If it's important to you, you'll show up. If you really want to know how to make money online, you'll show up. You'll be on time, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, we'll be inside of our private room, and then have your questions. And if you get questions as I'm going through the training, write down the questions. Okay, and at the end we'll do Q&A. Do not send me a DM about a question or email about a question after we end the training, because guess what? I'm gonna send you back a link, and you have to pay to talk to me then. Y'all see how that works? So be on time. And if you're like, oh, it don't fit my schedule, well, it just wasn't for you, boo, or you better make it fit. All right? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. And everybody's coming to class tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will see you there. And if you have a friend who is in business or they want to make money with social media,